day. Before I get started, I want to make sure you all can hear me okay, because for whatever the reason, I can do readings and be going. Okay, what is the deal here? What is the deal here? Can you guys hear me? Like, what the WTF? WTF. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Because for whatever the reason, if you all can hear me, if somebody can hear me, let me know. That's crazy. That's insane. What? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I was about to say, like, how am I on live and it's not showing up on my laptop, but it is now. All right. How am I on live and it's not showing up on my laptop, but it is now. All right. How am I on live and it's not showing up on my laptop, but it is now. Okay. Good. Welcome. Welcome. All right. Wait till somebody is in here. Actually, no, I'm not going to wait until somebody is in here. So anyway, hello, collective. Happy Friday. It's been, 2 weeks since I've done a reading, so my bad. I am so sorry, but it's been like super crazy out here. So I feel called to do a Scorpio reading for whatever the reason. I don't know. Scorpios could be significant and all, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to do a regular Tales from the Hood for right now. But real fast, what I pulled out, and this wasn't even meditation, but this was just like, this just came out, is that there's going to be somebody who is of a high stature, meaning, this could be billionaire status type of person, or somebody who could be like in politics, someone who, but like, this is not like your council person or whatever. This is somebody who is like, higher up, but there's somebody who's got hella dough, however it goes down, but they could be getting a divorce from their significant other, or their significant other could be getting a divorce from them. Now, the telling thing is I think that this is going to be somebody who is like on a global stage, or somebody who is, what's the word I'm looking for? Like on a global stage, or somebody who could indeed be in politics, or this could be like the CEO, or of a very high profile type of business. But this is somebody who, this is the 1%. But anyway, somebody could catch their wife in the throes of passion with someone else. And how you're going to know if this plays out is I'm hearing this. There could be some type of like news, whatever, where somebody's wife like suddenly dies, or is not unalive, but like suddenly dies. Like, so this could be like a situation where, there could be like somebody was sick, or, such and such wife, dies of mysterious circumstances, or, they say such and such's wife was. So this could be a situation where somebody does pass, like on a global scene, and the circumstances around their passing is very sketchy, very suspect and everything. But then you'll find like in the coming weeks, or, days after the initial event, or the initial like news break, or however it goes down, news break, that platform could be significant, that now there's like a whole mass cover story to try to like cover up, or to try to, convince or justify or something like that. somebody's okay. Somebody could catch their wife in the throes of passion and they could unalive their wife. So this could be a crime of passion as well. Also, this could also be a situation where I don't know why I keep hearing this, but somebody's spouse was unfaithful. Infidelity could be like the tiebreaker, or not the tiebreaker, but like the deal breaker in a situation. And you could find out or hear about a very high profile country. High profile country could be significant, but high profile couple who could be ending their marriage, ending their partnership, and this could be because the wife was unfaithful. Not so much the husband, but the wife. This is a woman out here who's just basically like, you know what, I'm done fucking, I'm about to do me. Somebody basically is saying that they are doing them, okay? Like, I'm hearing, and I don't know, like Destiny's Child, Beyonce could be significant. You've been doing you, so now I'm going to do me. That song, I'm Free, that could be somebody's song, but somebody is like, listen. And this could be a situation now where this person basically is forced to separate from their person because they see now that it's a wrap. Like that partnership isn't worth preserving, or somebody is not, you know what I'm saying, putting their all into preserving a situation, or is sticking a situation out, or trying to make a situation work or something like that. Somebody, I'm here, let me move these cards. I don't know. Hey, Catherine Herrera. Hey, baby. Yeah, somebody is just like not, they see now like it's done. Like somebody don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to say it like that, but this could be a situation where, you know, you've been a loyal, faithful spouse, you know, to your person for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? You overlooked a lot of shit. You forgave a lot of shit that your person was doing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like your person could have made a fool out of you several times. You know what I'm saying? And you would always take this person back, or you would always, you know, try to work a situation out, whether it be because you all had kids, whether it be because you all had amassed, you know, assets and things like that. And so now, you know, like, it's like, okay, you've reached that goal, or say, you know, this is two people who stay for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Now the kids are gone. You know what I mean? So like the glue that binds, or the tie that binds, is no longer there. It's no longer in play. You know what I mean? And or this could just simply be a woman who just basically was just, you know, it's her time to do her. Like, what you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm here. Like, not, you know, that could be like literally what somebody is saying to somebody, but it's giving that energy. Like, what you crying for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's all this energy about? Like, why are you so, you know what I'm saying, so fucking outraged or whatever that I didn't come home? Nigga, you ain't been coming home for years. Like, why you want to whoop my ass because you done found the nigga's number in my phone? Shit, how many bitches' numbers did I find in your phone? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And somebody could be giving energy like that. Like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, but it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And somebody's spouse is not going to be able to handle it. So somebody actually, you know what I'm saying, you do kind of need to be careful, not for everybody, but for some, because let me tell you something. I always say this. I don't get scared at a man when we in a relationship. I get scared at a man when we break up. Like when that man finally realizes that I'm done and I'm not fucking with you in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't want you, nothing that you got to offer. Like, nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would really be, you know, grateful if you would stay the fuck out of my way and stay away from me type of situation. When you start giving a nigga energy like that, his fucking ego kicks in. And he's on a whole other level now. Now you the only one he want, and only you gonna do, okay? Period. He can have 1,000 Miss Universes sitting around him, but you the bitch that he want. Not so much because he love you now, but now, you know what I'm saying, his ego done kicked in. What the fuck you mean you leaving me? The fuck you mean you going to somebody else? And a man's ego is a very dangerous thing. I mean, ego in general, if it's unchecked, can be dangerous. But when a man, what Martin Lawrence say, what's worse than a crazy deranged bitch? Shit, a crazy deranged nigga. And he ain't never lie, baby, ever. So somebody does need to be worried out there. But basically, there's somebody's wife who is like, IDGAF. Period. IDGAF. Not here, not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't understand again why you want to whip my ass. I can't understand why, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden now, the rules done switched up. But when I was sitting at home crying with the baby and everything, and you was out with your little, you know what I'm saying, your little chick and everything, basically I had to sit there and take that shit on the chin. Okay, well then, now nigga, you sit here and take it on the chin. Now put the energies where they fit. You know, I could be talking about a same-sex couple. I could be talking about whatever. But I'm just saying the overall energy is given. Now, nigga, you take it on the chin. Or, bitch, you take it on the chin. However it goes down. And, yeah, somebody's not going to be able to take it on the chin. First of all, somebody who's ever, so if this is somebody who has someone who has a lot of dough, he's not going to take it on the chin, number one, because he doesn't have to, because he's got dough. So he'll get another one of you, or at least that's what he thinks, just like that. So he'll find someone. Well, Wale say, you might find someone, nigga, but you'll never find another. And that's going to be a situation like that. But also there's a situation where there's a woman who's not coming back. And this person knows that. And so, you know, like I said, somebody really needs to be careful out here. Yeah. Also, yeah. I'm not gonna fuck around and kill they spouse. They gonna catch that person cheating and it's gonna be a wrap. This could also be a situation where the unaliving or the passing away of somebody's, you know, the circumstances I did say earlier could be very suspect or whatever. That's going to resurface. So this could be a situation where somebody quite literally thought they got away with murder, and for whatever the reason, you know, it could be coming out. And this could also be a situation, if there's something like criminal like that, it could be because somebody's person was like ready to leave. So this could be a situation where somebody caught their person cheating, caught their wife cheating. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I said just now basically still applies. All right. Hey, Hachi. Hey, I'm sorry I wasn't looking up. Hey, Catherine. Okay, I'm sorry I wasn't looking up. So this could be a situation where somebody did catch their person cheating, right? And so this could be like, I love you, you know what I'm saying? Let's work it out or whatever. And this woman's like, I don't want to work it out. I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, and as a matter of fact, I'm in love with this person. Or, you know, this doesn't even necessarily have to be where somebody is going from one person to the next. It could just be a situation where somebody is just like, I want to, you know, enjoy my life. I want to have fun. Like I've spent, you know, somebody is saying how they've spent, you know, most of their adulthood catering to them, or, you know, being in a relationship, or being, you know, having to serve someone else, being a parent or whatever. And somebody wants to live their life. Somebody wants to be free. And the person is the other person may not take that well. You're telling this person that basically you don't want to be with them. And even if you're not leaving this person for somebody else, in this person's mind, you are. Somebody really needs to be careful. All right. I'm going to put that back. Let's see what we have here. All right. What do we have here for the collective? For this Tales from the Hood. Oh, yeah. Somebody's going to catch their person in the car with somebody else as well. They're going to catch their person in the car. So this is going to be like somebody's going to catch somebody's car over somebody's house, or like somebody's car could be like parked in a parking lot. So this could also be a situation where like somebody is thinking that they're slick and everything. and I'm sorry, my ear's itching. Somebody thinks that they're slick, and so they basically park their car, like say they park their car like at a store's parking lot or whatever, and then they'll have their person come and pick them up. Somebody is gonna get caught like that. Somebody is also gonna get caught doing it to their person in the car. All right, we have Land and Nintendo at the tomb of an unknown soldier. All right, I don't even know what that means. That could have already happened, and details are coming out. Somebody could have unalived somebody and then went back to the grave. So this could be a situation where somebody could have done something to someone, but their conscience, like they were never right after it happened. Also, this is a situation where somebody could have done something to their friend because their friend, basically, they could have caught their friend sleeping with their person too. This would also be a situation where okay. This woman could be, what does this say, sturdy Bulgarian woman. So this could be somebody from Eastern Europe. This could also be someone who gained weight, or somebody who like was kind of like bulky, or what's the word I'm looking for? This word says sturdy, so I guess sturdy would be a good word or whatever. But this is somebody who, was kind of hefty. All right, I would use hefty. There's also somebody who did not have the best figure. Somebody basically had, okay. All right. This woman, whoever this woman is, again, she could be Eastern European. She could be big. She could be hefty. She could be heavy set. This woman, I'm seeing like brown hair or something like that. This is a woman who basically, she could be of a high rank, or she could be someone quite important. She could, wield a lot of power. And this could be a situation where people are planning on to like overthrow this person or take this person out, because this person is, you know what I'm saying, like can't be defeated, whatever this is. Bulgaria is significant. Somebody's name could be Crandolph, last name could be Crandolph. So this could be like a planned event. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull because I'm not really quite sure. But anyway, that's a lot of cards. But what I am going to keep for that is Land and Nintendo at the tomb of an unknown soldier. And it is truth. It is a universally acknowledged truth that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of what? Initially, I say of a penis, but you know. All right, anyway, let's go. What do we have going on here for Land and Nintendo? Land and Nintendo at the tomb of an unknown soldier. The 31st could be significant. Somebody is carrying somebody's ghost around, meaning that somebody did have something to do possibly with an unaliving. Somebody is trying to bury that. Somebody is trying to bury that knowledge, bury that secret, keep it from being, revealed and or hidden. All right. You see this? This is a body right here. So somebody's trying to bury something, bury the knowledge possibly of a lot of deaths. This could also, wow. Barrels could be significant as well. Oil drum barrels. This could also be like the knowledge that, I don't know why oil is coming up, but maybe it's the barrels that people are basically dying over oil. Or that the real reason why there are deaths, or the real reason why something is being trying to be hidden, or is being hidden, is being buried. Okay. Look at this card. Can't make this shit up. You see this oil drum right there? What is it? Chalk outline of a body. Those flags could be symbolic of countries, of whatever. But yeah. Alright, it is universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of what? I don't know. But the 15th could also be significant. There is basically someone who suffers from little man syndrome. Okay? Literally. So this could be someone who could be short and, you know, feels that they have someone to prove. This is also someone who could have like a short temper, a foul temper. This is someone who overcompensates for a lack of something. Cat's claw could be significant. Somebody deals with people that they feel are easily manipulated, or that they can easily manipulate. With this card right here, somebody basically deals with people whom they feel are like the lowest hanging fruit. Also, somebody could be burying a secret from someone, and so as a result, somebody could be getting extorted behind this. Somebody is also trying to like cleanse their system, cleanse their blood. I hear the ambulances in the background, but with this cat's claw and this lemon. Somebody is trying to, so this could be a situation where somebody is using like, you know, creating like a tea or a tincture or something like that. A lemon orchard, or like where they grow limes, could be significant. So like, you could find out that a fruit, or like fruit export or something like that, or that, okay, I'm just using that as an example, that it could be, so, okay, it could come out that somebody is smuggling something. All right. And perhaps there was some type of attempt to either report it, whistleblow on it, or something to that effect, but whatever it was, somebody ended up unalived. And now it could come out like the details behind it, or like more, you know, evidence could be coming out about it. Somebody also is, the number 26 could be significant as well. But this is also a situation where somebody could be sleeping with someone. Somebody was sleeping with somebody, and perhaps they got, so this could be a situation where somebody was secretly sleeping with someone, or someone was, yeah, however it goes out. Somebody was dealing with somebody in secret, or somebody was sleeping with someone, and say, you know, perhaps this person spent the night over their house or something like that. One person took a picture of another while they were sleeping. And somebody basically uses this as leverage, these photos or this information as leverage to keep somebody bound and or tied to them. So this is a situation where somebody could sleep with people, and they you know, this could be like a woman who sleeps with married men, or, you know, a man who sleeps with other men. And basically, you know, they sleep with men who, you know, some of them could pretend to be straight, or however it goes down. But whatever it is, when they sleep with these people, they get some type of evidence, some type of leverage over, you know, the people that they sleep with. And so this is somebody who sleeps with people very strategically. So I'm getting that this could be a man out here who sleeps with other men, but these men are men of power, or this person, or it doesn't necessarily have to be that, you know, but this is somebody that when they sleep with somebody, this is somebody who they perceive to be able to get them to the next level, or that can, you know, help them reach their goals. And so they, you know, when they sleep with these people, whether it be same sex or no, they, you know, make it a point to try to get something, you know, get some type of dirt on their person to, you know, basically keep them in line, make sure that they always do what, you know, they need their other person to do, or something like that. Somebody sleeps around, so you don't never really know who this person is dealing with. Okay, so this is somebody, hey Michael, hey babes, how are you? So this is somebody whom you never really know who they're dealing with. So could be somebody whom, you know, like you've been talking to this person, you're dealing with. The 19th could be significant as well, where like you've been dealing with this person for quite some time and everything, but you still don't have like a clear understanding of where you stand in this person's life, or what it is that this person, I'm glad to hear, Michael, you know, like where you stand in this person's life, or if you and this person are an actual couple, or, you know, you don't know really where you stand with somebody. So this is somebody that behind closed doors, you know, they love you to death, and you know, but you all never do any public type of, you know, anything together as a couple. Okay. So, you know, when it's just you and this person can tell you like, hey, you know, I love you. It's me and you know, we're together. We're doing this. We're doing that. Da 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 da. But then when it comes time to like go out on dates, or, you know, do things together in public as a couple, you never quite seem to make it to that point, you know. Somebody is all games. Somebody is here to take you on a magic fucking carpet ride. But this is not somebody whom, you know, is somebody that's true in their word, or somebody that, you know, basically wants what it is that you want. This is somebody who uses love as a chess piece. Somebody uses love as a game. All right. Somebody, yeah. Somebody also could be, so if you're dealing with someone and, you know, they give you mixed signals. So this could be a situation where you all, like, you never spend a night over your person's house, or they never spend a night over your house. That's because they're dealing with more than one person. So they don't want to be over there and like fall asleep or shit. And you get some type of like, you know, pictures of them, or you get some type of proof, or, you know, that type of situation. They don't want to, you know, be asleep and you get a hold to their phone, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody who's very careful not to get caught. So this is somebody who is a serial fuck boy or fuck girl. Like, this is somebody who is a professional at playing games. This is a professional player. For sure. Yeah. Also, two men and a woman could be significant. I did say that. Huh. Huh. When pigs fly. That could be what somebody says. When pigs fly. When are you going to settle down? When pigs fly? There's a woman out here who basically, she's ungettable in terms of this is not the most beautiful woman. This is not the sexiest woman. But for whatever the reason is, this woman is sought after. Whether it be for love, for sex, for power, for advice, whatever it is, she has two people pursuing her at this time. Somebody is running game, okay? Or whatever that is. Somebody basically, so there's a woman out here who is a professional player, and she's also very good in bed, whoever this woman is. And that's basically how she gets men and traps men up, is through her sexual prowess. Somebody is great. And this woman is very careful not to tie herself down or to appear to be connected to any one person, because she does not want to fuck up her options. This is a woman who will never settle down. Okay, that's just not who this woman is. This is someone who knows how to break these hoes, shake these hoes. Okay, this is that woman. When they make those songs and they say that, they're talking about her. Yeah. So basically, this is somebody who's very gifted at leading people on and giving people hope. Somebody hoped that it was going to be them. Somebody wished that it was going to be them. And it's not them, and it's never going to be them. And somebody is realizing that. Somebody is realizing that basically they fell in love and or tied themselves or was seeking after somebody who was just using them and playing them the whole time. Somebody realized or found out that the person whom they were supposed to be connected to or was supposed to be connected to them also has somebody else on the side. And whoever else they had on the side was just as in love and obsessed with them as you were. Or, put the energies where they fit. This is somebody who's willing to fight you over that other person. Like, that's my person, and da-da-da, like, so, yeah. So this could be a situation where, there's a woman who has a significant other in this city, a significant other in that city, or however it goes down. So, like, wherever she goes, she got somebody. This is giving me, like, Libra energy. Because Libras keep them, multiple people everywhere they go. So that way they always got somebody that they can go to and live off of, or not live off of in some cases, but live with, or you know what I'm saying? They always have places to lay their head. Alright. Also, somebody could be watching somebody's house. The 25th could be significant. Somebody could be walking their dogs. You can notice that somebody new is walking, walking down the street. Okay, so this could be a situation where basically everybody in your vicinity, in your whatever, right? And you can notice that there's somebody new walking, down, on your street. So it could be like they're walking their dogs, all right? And, you could just notice that, this person is, walking their dogs in front of your house. If you've noticed somebody new, okay, not to sound long-winded, if you have noticed somebody new on your street or in your area, and they seem to be walking past your house, and every time they walk past your house, like they like say they're supposed to be like walking their pets, okay? But you notice every time they walk past your house or whatever, they always walk a little slower, or basically they're walking and they're looking in your direction, or like kind of like casing your house, but like looking it up and down, like looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the purpose of them walking their dog. You're right. So if you feel like somebody is watching you, or if you feel like somebody is like plotting on trying to do something to you, or trying to make a play against you, you could be correct. And so this could be a situation where you're telling people like, I think I'm being watched. I think, people are going to try to rob me. Or I think da-da-da-da-da. And people are like, no, you're crazy. You just being paranoid. No, you're not. Especially confirmation if it's two dogs as well. Also, this could be a situation where somebody is being watched by like the government and or the police. And so say somebody could be like walking dogs, which you don't know is like, like say the dog collar or something like that, could have like a super tiny camera or some shit like that. Somebody is being watched by some very powerful people. This could also, I'm hearing defecting. Somebody could be defecting, or somebody could be... So this could be a situation where there was a woman who was playing two sides against the middle, whether it be professionally, politically, in love, in family, whatever. Somebody basically portrayed themselves to be one person to this group, and then portrayed themselves to be a completely different other person to another group. And so say this person is getting found out to be, playing two friends and a stranger. Or not two friends and a stranger, but, playing both sides against the middle. This person could be running or trying to hide. Especially if this is a situation where this person was getting money from these two sides or these two people, or however it goes down. So somebody could have been lying to, get money from someone, or to get some type of favor or some type of something from the other person. And now this person is getting found out, and this person is in hiding as well. Also, this is a situation where there's a woman out here. So there's a woman and two men, and possibly they committed a crime together. This woman could be turning state's evidence, or this woman could be basically confessing or whatever, so somebody's trying to seek immunity or lesser time or something like that. And so, this could be a situation where these two men use this woman as bait, is what I'm hearing, or use this woman as bait in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay. Or this woman would, bait. And this woman could basically, okay, this makes sense now. There was a situation. This could be an unaliving. This could be whatever. But whatever it was, it included one woman and two men. Okay? This kind of sounds familiar to the Tower reading. And I did say that. This woman could have participated in an unaliving. Or she could have it doesn't necessarily have to be an unaliving, but I am getting that. Or this could just be some type of crime. Alright? But there's an unaliving. Alright? And so this is a situation where this woman could have, when it first happened, when this situation first happened. All right, let me start over and tell you what I see. There was a death, a murder, all right? A woman was used as bait, whether this woman was used to get the victim in a certain place by, calling this person, texting this person, enticing this person with sex, or, with smoking, drinking. I'm also hearing playing cards. Like, come on, we over here playing cards and everything, or however it goes down. But this woman was instrumental in getting somewhere to where they were required to be in order for the next phase of whatever this plan was. All right. Whoever this woman is, and when this first happened, when say this was a murder or unaliving and the victim was found or whatever, there, were kind of like suspicious circumstances around the death or whatever, there were questions, but, at the time, everybody's story was together, or everybody who was involved, they had the same story, they had the same cover story, or, it was like 1, 2, 3, easy breezy. But for whatever the reason, some evidence came up. Perhaps this woman got questioned for a second time. Perhaps the evidence that came up could, directly link this person to whatever it was, or could, directly prove that this person was the reason why the victim was where they ended up getting murked. All right. But whatever it is, some evidence came out, or some type of connection was made between this woman and the victim, this woman and whatever happened. All right. So now the two men who actually, did the unaliving, now these two men are panicking and everything, because basically either they know that this woman is about to crack, or they found out somebody got called in for questioning. And at first, this could be the woman. Somebody got called in for questioning, and perhaps they didn't tell the other two people. Somebody got spooked. All right. And so now perhaps these two men now know that this woman has gotten called in to questioning, and she's been talking to the police. She's basically the missing link. This woman has information. Perhaps she was there, or she heard some information from somebody to know somebody, however it goes down. And so now these two men are fucking panicking and everything, because she's the person who can basically positively ID them or put them at the scene of the crime, or is the witness that could get them locked away. So now everybody is looking for this woman. This woman is now scared. This woman could be hiding out. Okay. If this is you, or if this is somebody that you know, and you looking for that woman is in police protection, baby. You ain't gonna get this woman. So basically somebody's getting ready to go to jail for a long motherfucking time, because what's going to be proved is that the murder was premeditated, and that basically these three motherfuckers came up with a plan to kill somebody. So basically, this woman did call the victim and invite this victim over, you know what I'm saying, or however it goes down. That was a plan that was made up, beforehand. Okay. So that's premeditated, and somebody knows that. So these two people are panicking right now. So there's a woman out here who really needs to watch herself. But I do believe that this woman is already in police protection, because she already knew, you know what I'm saying, the heat that was going to come down. So this is somebody who basically got caught or got busted doing something else. And perhaps whatever this something else was carry, like more immediate charges, or I don't know, but somebody decided to dime out another person in order to save their ass. Okay? I hope that helped right there. Hey, Rosalina. Hey, babes. Thank you to all my people who are here. Hey. Yeah, so somebody got the bubble guts, because they already know what it is. This could be a situation where somebody threatened this person. Somebody made it so either this woman was scared for her life, and so basically, she did what she thought would be the thing to like protect her, which is go to the police, or she could be looking at like something came out, some evidence came out. But I've been saying that for the longest time, that some evidence came out, or would come out or resurface, and so basically a situation is going to be revisited. Okay. Yeah. The 25th is significant. The 15th, somebody could be 32, or somebody could be a Taurus. The 26th, this could also be somebody's house. Somebody is going back and forth past somebody's house. The 19th could be significant, as well as the 31st. If somebody that was born on the 31st is involved, this is the trigger person. and this person is basically desperately trying to clean their shit up or trying to hide something, or this is a situation where somebody basically knows where all the bodies are buried, so to speak. Somebody's a hired gun, too. This is going to be a dangerous time. Now, this doesn't have to be exactly like I just said, but there's a group that participated in some type of crime, some type of whatever. There's somebody out here that's willing to get rid of every motherfucker out there that had anything to do with it to make sure that they don't go to jail. This is also a situation that, say, you know, like I said, the whole thing about somebody set the other person up to get unalived. This person's family, somebody has family that's gonna ride for them. So there's about to be a whole lot of killing going on. So basically, this is a situation where somebody could have been unalived, and people could have, you know, had some type of suspicion about who did it, but they never knew for sure. Some type of information is going to come out where this person's identity is going to be confirmed, or the part that somebody played in the situation is going to be confirmed. And everybody's going to know, or it's going to be beyond a shadow of a doubt that this person was responsible for whatever, has something to do with it. I did say that somebody could have unalived somebody and then went to go visit their grave or something like that. So this could be a situation where, you know, somebody's guilt is eating them up. Somebody could have, you know, like unalived their friend, or unalived a family member, or unalived a former romantic partner or something like that. This could also just be out of sheer jealousy, too. There's this could be out of sheer jealousy. When one person unalived the other person because, you know, they both wanted the same person. And perhaps, you know, the person that they both sought, you know, wanted the other person and not them. Yeah, somebody just threw some shit up against the wall to see what was gonna stick. So this will be a situation where somebody was just telling, you know, just made any of your shit up. Well, how did this person's neck get broke? Well, they fell down the stairs. Well, how they fall down the stairs and they had a cast on? They could, you know, they were wheelchair bound. Like somebody is just like, just saying whatever. Okay? Yeah. Somebody's DNA was found like on the wall or at the scene or something like that. And so now, yeah, something's being investigated. Somebody found some evidence. Somebody found some DNA. Somebody found something. This could also be a situation where, you know, somebody could have been unalived and, you know, say somebody, you know, was dealing with this person in secret but didn't want anybody to know. And, you know, and I'm just using this as an example. And say, you know, the night that whatever this was that happened, you know, you just so happened to have been with that person, you know, perhaps earlier that day and you all had sex. Well, you know, this person's DNA is still going to be, you know, if you're a woman, in your vaginal canal. Or, you know what I'm saying, this man's, however it goes down. And somebody could have found somebody's DNA. So it could come out that somebody was actually sleeping with the victim, where they basically told the lie that they didn't know them or they hadn't dealt with them for quite some time or something like that. So to be like, well, you know, have you seen such and such? Like, no, we broke up. I haven't seen that person or dealt with that person since we broke up. And then, you know, upon further investigation and everything, it comes out that, you know, y'all were still dealing with, you know, this person was still dealing with the other person. They were having sex or however it goes down. Somebody knows that somebody was responsible for somebody's death. They know this. And the person who did it is eating them up, because basically, like, the guilt and just the whole that everybody knows it was you is eating somebody up. Somebody rides past, walks past somebody's house all the time. And just like, yeah. This is also a situation where somebody was watching someone from afar. So say this is like, you know, a police investigator, or it's like some type of police or criminal, whatever. Like, you know, the authorities were basically watching, you know, someone for quite some time. They kind of always knew that this person has something to do with it, or was the weak link, or like you know, of all that were involved, this person, you know what I'm saying, would be easier to convince, to, you know, to turn or whatever. So this could be a situation where, you know, say somebody already had 2 strikes and then they get caught again. So now this is their 3rd strike, right? So now they're looking at 25, you know, and the police come and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We know that you had something to do with X, Y, and Z. We know that such and such and such, you know, was responsible for. So, you know, tell us what we want, you know, help us, you know what I'm saying, get a conviction, and, you know what I'm saying, we'll lessen your time, or, you know, however it goes down. And this person was like, all right, because if not, they was looking at life. And they did that. And somebody basically knows now that the other person, that person snitched on everybody. Somebody's in hiding. All right, that's a lot. Somebody's in hiding. All right, what cards we going to use here? We're going to use this deck. What is this? What's the name of this deck? I don't know, and I don't see the bottom. Oh, here it is. It is Omega Land. I don't know if there's any readers, but it's the Omega Land deck. This is actually my second deck, my second time getting this deck. It's very good. I don't know why I felt called to say that. I don't really endorse decks or anything like that, but in terms of like knowing when somebody is trying to, well, at least this is the deck that I use. When I'm trying to see when somebody is plotting against you, or play, you know what I'm saying, I use this one. Alright. So what is this? Try to bury bodies. And if this is not somebody burying dead bodies or something like that, you know, like somebody trying to bury evidence to a crime, this could also just be a secret where somebody basically sleeps around with a lot of people and they try to keep that hidden. Somebody is a professional. Somebody is a power whore, meaning they'll sleep with whomever, woman or man. You know what I mean? It makes no difference to them, you know, as long as it gets them to where they need to be. Not in all instances, but some. But somebody is definitely a power whore out here. So somebody uses their body, uses sex to gain power or to get favor. So this is a situation where, you know, you're basically calling it quits with this person, because you could find out how this person basically has been sleeping around with you. I mean, sleeping with you and sleeping with 5 other people, or however it goes out. Also, somebody is instigating a fight. Somebody also instigated a fight too. I don't know why that's significant. I don't know if you can see in this card, but right here there's this hand, and it's like, it's kind of like jabbing. Somebody is instigating some type of conflict, some type of fight, some type of racial tensions, black on white or black versus white. So there could be a situation. Hey, free world. Hey, Benjamin. You said turn on my lights. You said turn on my lights. I don't know what that means. But I want my Benjamin is here. But, you know, this could be a situation where, you know, you see all this stuff and it's just basically there to stir racial hate or racial disparities and everything, just, you know, just racial tension between people. And you can find out that there's somebody basically, you know, egging this on, instigating. So like this is given like when you go on Facebook or, you know, like one of the social media platforms, and, you know, and how they'll put some like controversial post up there, you know, and supposedly it's supposed to be from somebody, but, you know, this person is always, you know, or, you know, or this creator is always putting like, you know, controversial posts, like not videos, but just like posts, like, you know what I mean? Basically, and, you know, next thing you know, you have 50,000 comments, you know, people going back and forth and arguing, you know, especially about race or religion or something like that. And you can find out that basically like those accounts are, you know, like propagandists, you know, type of things where, you know, they are paid or they are created just to stir the pot. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get rid of all the Muslims and kick them out the country, or we need to get rid of all the Haitians, or, you know, we, you know, need to do this, and we need to bomb that, or, you know what I'm saying? All the black people are bad and lazy, or all the white people are bad, or, you know, just whatever to stir like hate and confusion. You'll find that a lot of those accounts are basically there just to do that. Okay, so this could be a situation where people are finding out about, you know, propaganda campaigns too. There's a whistleblower out here, and this is somebody that is getting ready to divulge a lot of secrets behind conflict, the deaths, who's really behind pushing or, you know, causing these things where like there's war and there's tension and there's just anger. And when I see this card, I just get like a very confused, mixed feeling inside. Like nobody knows exactly what's going on. Also somebody is like creating tension or instigating tension. So this could be a situation where somebody is, you know, acting like they want to play the part of the mediator or the peacemaker or whatever. They're acting like as a neutral party or something like that, when in actuality, you know, they're the ones that's causing, you know, the dissension. And I did this laser and I still have this scar. It's not as dark, but still it's ugly. But you know, like what did they say? During the Civil War, the same families funded both the Confederates and the Yankees. Okay, because what did they care? You know, which side won? The war meant money for them, so they funded both sides basically to keep the war going. You could find out about something like that. All right, what is this? The Fool card. Yeah. People are like, yeah, trying to fool. So this is a situation where with this hobo card, so for example, you know, one of the things, and I this is kind of what I do like during my day job, okay? Where when you talk about like the issues that go on where, you know, there's not enough money for these programs and things like that, you know, one side will say, well, it's because, you know, the black people, you know, they're lazy and they don't want to work and they just want to sit and suck up all the resources, you know what I mean? And then, you know, I'm just using this, you know, as an example. And then, you know, you ask a black person, well, why is there no money? Well, that's because, you know, they're giving the money to the rich white people, or, you know what I'm saying? They're just basically focused on, you know, catering to white people or another ethnic group, you know, not, you know, helping us. So basically, you know, like black people feel like it's white people's fault, while white people will feel like it's black people's fault. That's by design. Because guess what? If both of them are fighting, then nobody is realizing that neither side has the money. And this could be a situation like that where there could be also unity coming, world unity. I hate to say like world peace or something like that. So say for example, like how in this country people are becoming more and more disgruntled because, there's no money for Medicaid. There's no money for public schools. There's no money for libraries, but yet and still there's always money to send, billions and billions of dollars overseas to help another country or to fund a war. Okay? And so now it's not going to be so many lines of divide. Now, people are going to actually start coming together because they're going to start realizing, well, if you don't have the money and I don't have the money, well, who has the money? Also, the draft could be significant. I don't know, something about refugees, something about, I don't know. What is it? Not exile, but what is it when you have to leave someplace right away, or you just have to, flee? Something about fleeing. Also, people are going to be upset when they find out that the reason why perhaps resources, money, whatever it may be, has been withheld from one person is because they're making way for another person to come through. So what does that look like? So for example, say you live in a community and, this community is ripe for gentrification, right? So you'll find that resources and things that have been cut off from the community when it was, inhabited by one type of demographic is now all of a sudden made available to improve that very same neighborhood, but that is in preparation for a whole new demographic of person to come and live in there. So it's kind of like when we was living here, you wasn't doing nothing for us. Now all of a sudden you want to make things better because you're trying to get it together for somebody else to live in here. And that could be a situation when people realize that their resources have been kept in order to improve the lives or well-being of someone else or something else. And that's going to be the unifying factor, because that's going to be when people realize that whole rhetoric, black versus white, or religion versus this, is all just being a mechanism just to divide people, whilst the real crooks, or however you want to categorize them, has basically been, siphoning off, taking, and whatever. Again, the number 15 could be significant. King of Pentacles. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn gentleman. If this is not a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn gentleman, this could be somebody who is Caucasian or of a fair complexion. This could also be someone who basically is traditionally quite wealthy. This person could be on the run as well. This will also be a situation of what happened in the past. So somebody could have approached something. Somebody was staking somebody out, or somebody was, I'm hearing, hunting someone. So this could be where somebody was traveling by foot. So this King of Pentacles, they basically were the mastermind behind whatever this was. So this is somebody who could have put together the plan to get somebody, hey, Grant, work forever, do better than you. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And I think that black on black crime just gets publicized and is shown in the media more. So therefore, it just looks like that is the only type of crime that happens, because if you have media who's only showing one type of crime and not the other, well then yes, people would believe that one particular demographic is more violent than the next. But I think the history has shown that, the more, and I'm not going to say the more brutal of the two, but brutality and evilness basically can lie in the heart of any man, no matter what color they are. You know, for example, men who would castrate other men, or men who would sodomize other men in order to break their spirit and their will, you know, so that way they could enslave them, or men who would use, you know, little black babies as alligator bait, or, you know, men who travel across the waters, affluent men, to have sex with small kids. I think that that is also, you know, horrible crimes too. And I don't think that those crimes are specific to any one race. All right. And I think that if you look at historically who commits and perpetrates those crimes, that you'll find that the crimes that I've listed more often than not were perpetrated by men who were not black. So get your facts right. Okay. And take that ignorant shit up off of my channel, because you don't want it with me, love. Okay. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. Anyway. So this is somebody who orchestrated somebody's demise, who put this plan into motion. So this could be a situation where, going back to, somebody could have lured somebody, could have given somebody a message like, hey, meet me here. Hey, we're going to hang out. Hey, we're going to do this and everything. And look at the victim. First of all, the victim could have been drinking. Okay, so their inhibitions could have been a little off, or however it goes. It is too much crime, but I don't want us to get into the whole, you know, white versus black crime, because that's simply not true. You know what I'm saying? Like, crime is crime, and crime comes from any whatever. But unfortunately, black people more often than not get blamed for all of the crime, or for the majority of the crime that happens in this country. You know what I mean? Because that is how the media portrays it. You know what I mean? So, case in point, you have people that are basically inflicting brutality upon kids and are engaging in a systematic annihilation of a whole race of people. However, you don't ever see that broadcasted in a bad light, you know, in mainstream media. All right. It's always broadcasted and or reported as if the person or persons committing those atrocities are actually justified and are the victims. So, you know, my mom used to always tell me the pen is mightier than the sword. It's all about how you write it up and all about how you edit the footage. But I would dare say that, yeah, to make a statement like that is just completely inaccurate. But I do understand, you know, if that's all you see, well, then that's understandable. And I'm not going to be mad at you and hold you to that. You know what I'm saying? It's all love over here, babe. But anyway, let me turn this fan on. But this is somebody who could have been drinking, so their inhibitions could have been like, you know, they weren't really paying attention, but somebody basically told someone else to go somewhere to be somewhere. Period. So I'm hearing like somebody could have told the victim, like, yeah, meet me here. We're going to kick it. We're going to do da-da-da-da-da-da. And so, you know, the victim is just dumb. They're drinking, you know, they're not paying attention and everything. And they could have been like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, I'm coming over. Not really, you know, either suspecting. Somebody never was suspected this person would do this to them. Or somebody thought that someone was a friend. Somebody stayed strapped too. So this could be like some block boy type shit or however, but somebody stayed strapped. Somebody could have possibly have known that somebody was after them and or was looking for them. So this could be a situation where somebody, you know, carried a piece on them for protection. So somebody got dimed out or got like betrayed by somebody that was close to them. So yeah, somebody whom they never would think that they would need to protect themselves against. Somebody that, yeah, somebody's friend betrayed them, family member or love interest betrayed the other person. Period. All right, what is this? Somebody basically has somebody caught up. So this woman could have been sleeping with somebody, could have been sleeping with the victim. I did say that. So somebody could have been sleeping with the victim, and because they were sleeping with the victim, it was easy to get this person to come over, easy to, somebody was promised sex or whatever. So it was like picking apples off the lowest damn branches. You know what I mean? Like, it was as easy as pie. Somebody also thought that it would be like 1, 2, 3 easy. I did say that 1, 2, 3 easy breezy beautiful cover girl. I don't know. Cat's claw, the herb, is significant. Somebody could have 2 prosthetic legs as well. Somebody could have had their feet amputated. All right, we have 3 of coins. All right, I'm gonna put that back though. All right, what is this? Sleeping roller coaster ride. All right, we have the Justice card in the reverse. Somebody could also be dealing with the Libra. Somebody also got some news from the court that they have to show up, or somebody could have gotten some news. Yeah, somebody got some news from the court that basically it wasn't good news. So somebody needs to appear in court, or it could come up where somebody is being charged or something like that. Basically, yeah. Somebody tried to get rid of somebody. Somebody tried to get rid of their accomplice. Somebody tried to get rid of somebody. This person tried to kill this person. Somebody has a bald head. Whoever this King of Pentacles is could have a bald head, or somebody hired like a goon. I did say somebody was a hired gun. Somebody got, somebody was supposed to beat somebody to death. I've been saying that as well. But somebody basically hired someone to take this woman out. And basically, they almost got her, but she saved herself. All right, she saved herself. She got away. She realizes now. So this is the idea. Say that somebody could have been telling because, I'm hot, but that fan is making too much noise. That somebody could have turned state's evidence basically for protection, because she knew that the people that, they were looking for her, they wanted her. Somebody tried to stab this woman. Somebody tried to kill her. Tried to take her out. Or she could have found out this is what somebody was planning on doing. Yeah, there's there's a hitman out here. So, if you look at this card right here, this is why I love this deck. Look at this card. You see there's a hole dug. Okay? This man was supposed to, or was planning on killing this woman and then burying the body. So this could be a situation where somebody called themselves tying up loose ends. So this is somebody, the person, this King of Pentacles, I did say was the ringleader. He could have gotten word that basically he's under investigation for whatever, or they're reopening up the investigation or something to that effect. And so basically now this person got scared, and this person is trying to tie up loose ends and clear up any, connection that they may have had to whatever this is. And so, this includes getting rid of the woman that they paid. Somebody could have paid this woman to set, to lure this person over, or to set this person up. Or perhaps this woman, made a threat that she would go and tell if, perhaps this person didn't pay her, but for whatever the reason, somebody was like, okay, she's got to go. A King of Swords. So this could be a Libra. Ooh. I'm saying, like these little fruit flies. I'm sorry. A King of Swords. So this could be a Libra. A ill-ass Libra. Could be significant because that Justice card was in the reverse. We have 3 of coins. That came out again. 9 of wands. So that could be how somebody made some money in the past. So somebody was a hitman, or somebody got paid to kill somebody. And that information is coming out of Cancer. Could be significant. Somebody got paid to end a Cancer's life. A King of Wands. We have, so this could also be a Leo also, or it could come out that this King of Wands betrayed this Leo. Or the person, yeah, somebody also tied up somebody too. Somebody tied somebody up. A Leo could be significant. This could also be a situation where somebody ended up taking someone out, perhaps because this person was going to snitch on another person, and that did mean that they were going to go to jail. Yeah. So somebody took the other out before they could talk, and perhaps now this information is coming out about this. What is this? Justice in the reverse. A Hermit card. You could also be dealing with a Virgo. That could be significant. Somebody, this Virgo could be getting some type of bad news from the court, or this could be a situation where you could be getting some type of bad news pertaining to a Virgo. At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. Also, this is a situation where somebody could be getting some type of news from the court that a child is theirs as well. Also, this could be a situation where, you know, you could just have kids with somebody, and this person, for whatever the reason, is this could be a situation where you have a child with someone, and perhaps you realize that this person was a little acey-deucey, and so you all just decided you are just going to co-parent together. Too. Also, you could have a water sign teenager, or a young water sign. Could be significant. So what I mean is like younger than 35. What am I saying here? That's a lot of cards. Okay, so somebody could be dealing with a Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo female. All right, if this woman is younger than 35. All right. This could be an old flame, or this was somebody's old flame. All right, so this could be a situation where, you know, this is someone who your person always had a soft spot for. All right, so I'm speaking in terms of the victim, right? So this could be somebody that the victim had dealt with once before, and they were always kind of soft on this person. So like, no matter what, this, like, anytime this female will call them, this person is gonna come running. All right, and so they could have used this woman as bait, or she was used as bait. This is also a situation where, so this could be a situation where a woman did lure somebody over, and say she lured this person over, and it was her and these two people, you know, and basically everything I said about somebody was planning somebody's unalive, and there's a woman and two men, right? And so say this woman basically, you know, lure somebody over to her spot, and she's there with the two other people, right? She could have made an excuse about why she had to leave. Somebody could have said that they had to go pick up their kid or something like that. And so they had to go. Or that could have been a story that they told somebody, like, I wasn't even there. I went and got my baby. Like, when I was there, this person was there, or however it goes down. I don't know, da 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 da. Somebody lied for their friend. So somebody could have covered for their friend. Or this could be a situation where somebody covered for their baby daddy. Like, yeah, he was here with me and the baby. Or, da 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 da. Or he came. Somebody could have used their kid as part of the alibi. The 11th could be significant as well. The 13th could be significant. The 12th could be significant. September 6th or June 9th, September 2nd, or February 9th. February 6th could be significant. Or February 6th. Could all be significant. This is somebody's old flame. So somebody could have lured somebody. Okay, so this is also a situation where somebody's baby's mama is getting ready to get caught, basically having something to do with whatever it is that happened to this person. So this could be a situation where somebody's ex-girlfriend, or, put the energies where they fit, but somebody's ex-partner was basically trying to get some type of revenge, or basically trying to get this person up out their hair. So this could be a situation where somebody was constantly stalking the other person or something like that, and they could have, paid somebody to do something to this person. That could also be coming out. All right, what is this? Justice in the reverse. The 11th is strong out here. We have the 9 of Pentacles. All right. Somebody's also thinking about how they did you wrong, or how they did some type of basically how they did you wrong. Also, somebody could be basically trying to plan and or plot on taking you to court, or taking some type of legal action. You could be getting some type of notice that you got to go to court, or that somebody could be filing suit against you. Knock wood, that doesn't happen to me. Filing some type of suit on you. Somebody could feel, this is also a situation where somebody could have taken somebody out just simply for jealousy, or somebody is plotting on taking you out because this person is jealous. This person wants what you want. Also, this is a situation where somebody thought that they had you in dire straits, and it just turns out that you eating. You know what I'm saying? You're going to continue to eat. Like, somebody is like basically making it as hard for you to live out here as they possibly can. Somebody basically, tried to make your circumstances as ill as they fucking could. And basically you persevered, you carried on, and you're eating all the same. I'm so sorry, because the energy, like, this is like very scattered. This is not a concise reading, and I am really, really sorry for that. But yeah, this is a situation where somebody could have been like trying to cut your money off, trying to cut everything off, trying to make it so you can't take care of this, yourself. This is a situation where you had to, basically hawk everything, or, sell everything to try to just, maintain or, stay afloat and everything. And you just persevered and you made it. And look, you're stocking your shelves. You have food. You have what you need. You may not have the best, house or whatever, but whomever tried to just crush you, they couldn't. And somebody could be thinking about how they, literally tried to, do you, more than do you something. Somebody tried to keep their foot on your neck. Somebody, basically worked and worked and worked to try to keep you down, to try to keep you stuck somewhere. And you just, for whatever the reason, you made it. Somebody, has glasses. Somebody could, have, long brown hair. Somebody is a hustler, number one. All right. Somebody is a hustler. So somebody underestimated somebody's drive, somebody's will, somebody's tenacity. Somebody is built for this shit. So this could be a situation like this is somebody who's they're going to find a way, they're going to make a way no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep heaping on the worst possible circumstances and problems on this person, and they're still going to find a way to make a way. They're still going to find a way to eat. You know what I'm saying? So somebody is realizing this about you, and somebody basically is realizing that somebody fucked around and found out about you also is what I'm getting. So this is a situation where somebody thought, remember I said somebody thought that somebody was going to be like an easy mark, so this is a situation where somebody believed that you were going to be a fool out here, that you're easily beguiled or you're easily fooled, and that just wasn't the case. This could be a situation where somebody could be trying to intimidate you or trying to scare you into acquiescing or bowing down or giving something up, or somebody thought that basically they could use fancy words or, use aggression or use, Jedi mind fuckery or whatever to intimidate you, to get you to stand down or to get you to whatever. And that just is not what's happening. Somebody thought that you were going to be an easy mark out here. Somebody thought that, that basically they'd be able to bully you. They'd be able to, have their way with you. And that's just simply not the case. All right. And so now as a result, you have, I'm not necessarily in this energy, people coming after you in a negative way. This is more so an energy of somebody basically didn't think that you were shit. And as luck would have it now, or, through, fated circumstances, the same people that were shitting on you basically now have to come to you and ask you for something, or they've got to basically come to you now humbly, or however it goes. So basically you have somebody by the balls, and whoever this is, the person that you have by the balls, this is somebody that when, whatever this was first started out, this was somebody who was in a more advantageous position than you were. And so when this person, I just said earlier, it's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. So basically when they had the gun, they were shitting on you. They were basically flexing on you and everything. And, for whatever reason, you outsmarted somebody outsmarted somebody too, is what I'm hearing. You outsmarted somebody, or, you were playing chess, not checkers, or you were playing chess and perhaps this person never thought that you had it in you, or however it goes down. But for whatever the reason now, you didn't call checkmate on a nigga, and they're basically in bewilderment that you even pulled a play like that, or you even pulled a move like that. So this could be a situation where, say, you are female, and because you are female, you could work in a male dominated industry, or I don't know, I'm just using this. You could be very attractive or however, but whatever it is that you do, or whatever, or however it is that you look, is not indicative of your full capability. So say somebody is very, very, very pretty. So, at first glance, you just see somebody who's very pretty or very sexy, but you wouldn't think that this person, as Nicki Minaj would say, had a samurai mind type of situation. And so somebody took you at face value, somebody judged you at face value, somebody believed because, you know, you were blonde or you were pretty or however it goes down, that you were somebody that they could play with, or you were somebody that they could fool, or you were somebody that, you know, they could take something from, and basically you could have outslicked somebody, outsmarted somebody. So this could be a situation where somebody thought that they were going to outslick you, but you ended up outsmarting them, type of thing. And somebody's sitting here scratching their fucking head like, what the fuck? This is somebody who also thought that by sleeping with you, that they would have you so gone or so wrapped up in whatever it is that they were, you know, talking about or doing, that they could convince you not to pursue a goal or not to do something. This could also be a situation where, you know, this person was working with somebody else or teaming up with somebody else to keep you down or to keep you stuck in a situation or whatever. So, you know, somebody could have used sex. You know, somebody could have pretended like they wanted to be with you, or pretended like, you know, they wanted to have a relationship with you or something like that, just so they could get in your head or get in your space to find out what it was you were planning on doing, or, you know, what it is that, you know, and so that way they could go back and report it, or they could find a way to sabotage you and everything. And, you know, you could have been sleeping with this person, but in the back of your mind, you always knew what this person was about. You always, you know, could kind of like see through this person, or you kind of knew, or even if you couldn't see through this person, or you didn't know, this is where like your faith in God, like God takes care of children and fools types of situations. So God saw what this person was trying to do to you and what their plans were. And God could have orchestrated circumstances that, you know, basically you were favored and blessed. So this person was never really able to, you know, carry out their plan for you because, you know, either you found out about it, or you weren't as dumb as they thought you were, or you caught on, or however it goes down. But somebody's plan basically backfired, and now you are holding the gun. Okay? Yeah, somebody didn't realize that you're built for this shit. Somebody is built for this. Or somebody is not as green as somebody first, perceive them to be. So say, for example, this Nine of Pentacles. You see here in this is a woman who has glasses on and everything. You would never think that this woman is a beast out here, because, you know, you're not even peeping that this woman has like a little side pack. So that means she out there, probably a knife, probably some mace, which means she probably knows how to, you know, take care of herself. You know, she's coming in, packing her whatever, so that means she's out here, you know, getting for herself. So one way, you know, shape, form, or fashion, she gonna make that shit shake and everything. And somebody basically all they saw was the glasses. Now, as somebody who wears glasses, I always tell people, don't let the light skin and the glasses fool you. And this is somebody that that people, when they see this person, they see, you know, the outward appearance, and that outward appearance fools people about who they actually are and what they're actually capable of. Somebody is a bad motherfucker out here. Okay? I got a princess face, a killer body, samurai mind. Yeah, somebody didn't know that. Somebody saw the princess face and the killer body, but they didn't know that you had a samurai mind. Yeah, somebody basically did everything that they could to try to crush somebody financially. Somebody tried to ruin somebody. Somebody was basically trying to run somebody out of town, run somebody away. You know, somebody was trying to make, you know, the other person give up on a dream, an idea, a business, or something. Somebody did everything in their power to try to break somebody, tried to kill somebody. Somebody tried to take somebody. This could even be a situation where somebody actually did hire somebody to do you something, but, you know, your angels were there, or God saw it. And so, you know, basically God protected you. Your angel, you know, he sent the angels down and they protected you. So this could be a situation where, you know, like, for example, a couple weeks ago, I was, you know, driving and I was using my GPS, right? And for whatever reason, the GPS was trying to take me through like these backwoods in the middle of the night in an area that probably was not black person friendly. All right. And I instantly, like kind of got paranoid and said, well, what if this is somebody trying to redirect me, because I've been having problems with people hacking into my stuff, for various reasons and stuff and everything. So I said, well, what if somebody, was basically trying to direct me to drive through like these desolate roads and everything, or I'm not desolate, but like these, isolated roads and everything, late at night. So that would be a way that they would try to take me out. Just my mind is going like that. So, I'm freaking myself out. So I basically bust a U-turn in the middle of this backcountry road in the dead of night. And so I, drove until the GPS picked up where they were directing me now to a freeway exit, if that makes sense. So this could be a situation like that where, perhaps there was the trap laying for you or, waiting for you and everything. But in the last minute, right before you was about to walk into that trap, something happened. So this could be a situation where, perhaps you were, like, say you were walking out of your office building and you were on your way down to the garage and, say somebody was competing with you for a business idea. And so they wanted to, take you out or however it goes down. And so, you are catching the elevator down to the, the garage floor and everything. And then suddenly you remember that you forgot your phone. So now you got to go back upstairs to go get your phone. Well, the person is waiting for you now because you didn't come down. Now they're going to leave. So basically your life was saved. That's a very long-winded explanation, but it could be like one of those freak accident, or not freak accidents, but like freak events like that. God, but whatever it was, God saved somebody. Somebody's angels were right there. All right. Somebody thought about how they tried to kill you, how they try to take your money, how they try to destroy you. If this is not literally, this could be figuratively, by trying to destroy your reputation, by trying to take your work, by, just doing whatever they could, by trying to, get the public to turn against you or get your friends and your family to turn against you. Somebody was trying to run somebody out of town. All right. And for whatever the reason, it's not working. Also, if this is a situation where, say, one of your passed over loved ones, or, one of your loved ones passed over, and say, they passed over because of some type of violent incident, this person is near you. Also, this is a situation that if something did happen to somebody, and you could possibly know who actually did it, this person could be protecting you from beyond the grave. So what does that mean? So that means that, going back to what I said, that somebody could have unalived someone, right? And you don't give a fuck what this person says. You don't give a fuck how many times this person claims that they are innocent, they ain't had nothing to do with it, whatever. This motherfucker did it, period. I know you did it, so I don't even want to hear it. I know you did it. I know you had something to do with it. I knew it was you. You know what I'm saying? Now, this person, because they know it was them, and basically you could see through them, you don't give a fuck what they say, you gonna always say that. This person could have been plotting on trying to take you out or get rid of you. And the spirit of the person or the spirit of the victim is there protecting you. So, for example, and I don't know if this has anything to do with my friend, but one of my friends got murdered last year. All right. And they found my friend in the apartment building of his very best friend. Okay. And, arrests were made and everything. And I'll just say that I have my own thoughts on what happened. And I don't give a fuck what is said or who said they didn't do it or who said they didn't have anything to do with it. I know, okay? And so the person could that I know. Not even could. The person knows I know. That, like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. This could be a situation where that person had planned on doing me something. And the person, my friend who got unalived, is basically blocking now. I'm seeing somebody like block it with like their protective shield wristlets or whatever. And what's crazy is that person came to me and that person said to me, I'm not about to let them do that to you. And I'm not about to let what they did to me slide. If that makes sense. So it could be a situation like that where your passed on loved one. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you knew it was foul play. Or if, something yeah. But we're going to get off of that. This could just be a situation where, this could be business rivals. This could be whatever. But somebody was trying to run you out of business, either by lying on you, sabotaging you, just doing whatever dirty trick they could think of. Somebody did it and still you persevered. Somebody rise past to see basically of what it is that they're trying to do has affected you or has hurt you or was successful. Also, be careful. Somebody could be flying drones over your house too to basically look inside your windows. We have the Devil card. A Capricorn could be significant. Also, house could be under surveillance because it could be, I'm hearing a meth lab too. Somebody's under secret surveillance. And it's funny that person just said something about black on black crime, because this could be somebody who lives in the boonies or the sticks, especially with that Confederate flag on the shoulder. But this is somebody that's definitely under secret surveillance. It also could come out that somebody basically has been taking people off road and holding them against their will. Holding them hostage as well. Somebody is crazy as fuck. This could also be a situation where if this hasn't happened, keep your head on a swivel, because somebody could be planning on doing this to you. A King of Cups, what is it, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be somebody's husband, like I said. Somebody's loved one. This could be ex, whatever. Somebody basically stalks somebody's house. Somebody watches somebody's house. Somebody is trying to make sure that, so this could be a situation where a woman got caught. I did say a woman got caught dealing with two different people. So this could be a situation where one person is, constantly walking by or trying to make sure that the other person is not there. And somebody is drunk when they do this, or somebody always comes over to somebody's house drunk and inebriated. So somebody basically will be all in somebody's windows, all in somebody's driveway, looking like somebody can't let go. So going back to my original where I said that there was a woman that was planning on leaving her man or something like that, she's going to have problems with this man here. All right. All right. Where we at? An hour, 43 minutes. I'm sorry that took so long to kind of like come together, because I don't know what it was I was saying. All right. Let me see if I see anything else. And then I'll give you some birth dates that may be significant. All right. I know we're going to bed. I'm tired. All right. We have 3 of Hearts. Yeah, it's a third party situation. somebody is leaving their spouse for their side. And whoever the spouse is, they are not going to be able to handle that. Also, yeah. Also, it could also come out somebody is goes both ways. We have 8 of spades as well. Somebody could also go both ways. So this could be a situation where somebody was gay in jail. I don't know why that always comes out. Also, if this is not a situation like that, this could just be a situation where somebody feels betrayed because they've now found out that they are not the only one. I'm also hearing Sam Smith, so somebody's name could be Sam. Somebody's last name could be Smith or first name. All right, somebody could also be watching your social medias. You could be, you could be watching somebody's social medias as well. Also, somebody could have gone through somebody's social media account or whatever and went through somebody's direct messages. So this could be a situation where somebody got caught texting or typing their jail boo. Or was looking that person up. We have 2 of hearts, King of spades, Jack of spades. So this is also somebody that you fell out with too. This is also a situation where somebody could be getting blackmailed. So say somebody was on the down low or somebody did. So say somebody was in jail, or I'm just using it as an example. Doesn't have to be. I'm just using it as an example. Okay. Somebody could be getting blackmailed for that. Like, if you don't pay me, I'm going to call your person. I'm going to let them know what was really going on. And so you might have to communicate with this person secretly or whatever. I mean, obviously, because you don't want people knowing, but yeah. And that could be a situation. Somebody could have actually have gotten into your messages and saw that too. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if this is not, you know, somebody that you've fallen out with, but this is definitely an enemy. And then we have King of Pentacles. So this is some type of beef between 2 men. One man could be dark, one man could be light. One man could be an air sign, one man could be a earth sign. So this King of Spades, I say King of this King of Spades, and this King of Diamonds, they have beef between them. Somebody threatened to out the other person, period. Period. And yeah, and the person that is on the receiving end of the threat is like, nigga, listen, I'll kill you and everything you love if you tell. I don't know what that is, but somebody could ride a bike. Alright, let's see what else we have. I so prefer reading playing cards. I do, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This King of Diamonds could be an old flame. Somebody's old flame is also coming home. Yeah, this is somebody's boyfriend. Yeah, these 2 men, this King of Spades and this King of Diamonds, these 2 men, I believe these 2 men was together. Yes, sir. Ain't a female in sight. Let's see. So this is also a situation where, so there could be a woman and a man that's splitting up, a couple that's splitting up, and perhaps, okay, how can I word this? So this could be a situation where a man and a woman, a couple are splitting up. All right. This woman could think that they're splitting up because, her man wants to be with you, or her man wants to be with another woman, not knowing that they're actually splitting up because either her man wants to be with his male lover, or he has no choice but to leave her because the male lover is threatening to tell. Okay, this is somebody's old flame coming back. Period. Somebody looked like a girl in jail. Somebody was somebody's girlfriend in jail. Somebody looked like a girl in jail. I don't know what you call those, but yeah, so this is somebody that could be very, very feminine looking. This is somebody, or, this is somebody who basically assumed the persona of the woman, the female in jail. We have Queen of Wands. So we have King of Pentacles, and then we have King of Diamonds, and then we have a Queen of Clubs. These two people could have a baby together. This King of Diamonds and this Queen of Clubs, they could have a child together. So this could be somebody, I just said, this could be somebody's baby's daddy. And perhaps somebody is finding out that their son's father gets down with the get down behind bars. Or somebody was threatening to tell somebody's baby's mom. This is also a situation where two men were actually sleeping. So this is a woman who was sleeping with this King of Diamonds, and perhaps this King of Diamonds was sleeping with this King of Spades. So this woman was chasing this man, and this man was actually, because if you look right here, all right, I'm going to show you well. All right. You have King of Spades, Jack of Spades, then you have King of Diamonds, all right? And this King of Diamonds is facing this King of Spades, all right? Then you have the Jack of Hearts, and then you have the Queen of Clubs. Now this Jack of Hearts, King of Diamonds is facing this Jack of Spades and this King of Spades, right? So this is two men facing each other. This woman is sitting right here facing this man, this King of Diamonds, but his back is to her. He ain't thinking about her. So this is a woman that was chasing the man that was chasing another fucking man. Hello. Somebody was in a relationship with a Queen of Diamonds for money. Somebody had two relationships going on. So somebody only really wanted to work out a relationship. So this could be, okay. So you could have a brown-skinned earth sign woman, or you could have a light-skinned fire sign woman. But somebody was carrying on two relationships at once. All right. Somebody could have believed that, again, the reason why their relationship with their man wasn't working out was because their man was interested in another woman, or interested in somebody of the opposite sex, or somebody was interested in you. Only to kind of find out that the reason why their relationship was not working is because this man basically is tied up in another relationship with a whole other man. So this man was heterosexual to this woman, but down low to this man. I did say somebody was living two lives. Somebody was dealing with had two relationships going on. Somebody was playing the role. So this could also be somebody is carrying on a relationship with somebody that they work with. Too. So somebody could work with this woman. So somebody could be sleeping with a woman at their job or on their job as well. This could be, there could be a Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, Queen of Wands, Queen of Clubs. What is it? Leo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius female. And she could possibly own her own business, or she has money, she makes money and everything. And that's the reason why this man wants to be in a relationship with her, is for financial gain. But in actuality, this man could be in a relationship with a whole other man. And this man, the down low, or not the down low, but the man whom they are in a relationship with, that they're obviously keeping a secret, is getting kind of pissed off about that. Somebody could have threatened to tell this woman. And so now somebody is making plans on what they're going to do if the relationship ends. That was juicy. All right. I don't know if that makes sense, but somebody is also trying to keep somebody from talking to the other person. So somebody is running around like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to sever all ties of the past, or trying to, so say this is a woman that, this person is dealing with, and, they would rather break up with this woman than for this woman to find out that they, what they were doing behind bars. Either somebody's scared that they're going to get beat to death. Also, this could be some like jail shit too, where somebody got caught snitching, or say somebody, it is found out that somebody really has something to do with somebody's unaliving, or that somebody is a snitch or something like that, and say this person has to go to jail. This person is scared to death now that they're going to get beat up or killed or something like that. So this could be a situation where somebody killed one of the homies, or kill somebody that basically, their name carry weight in the streets. This is somebody that was respected, or somebody that knew a lot of people, or somebody that whatever. And it could come out that, who actually killed this person. And so when this person goes to jail now, this person is worried because they know that the person that they killed got a lot of pull or a lot of contacts. So it's nothing for somebody to get them touched on the inside. And I'm getting hot, so I know that's true. And somebody is worried about that. So this could be like somebody unalive somebody that was, didn't necessarily have to be a billionaire, but this is somebody that has some type of hood, something or another. And they're worried now. That this person's people, this person's friends, this person's whatever is gonna come and collect. Alright, what else do we have here? And then we'll close this out. It's the first of the month again, so I gotta do the individual horoscopes. Where did the month go? Somebody has baby mama drama. I did say that. I'm going to put all these back. What else for my collective? Ooh. Alright. A Gemini could be significant at the bottom of the deck. Alright. This is somebody's boyfriend, whether it's a same-sex boyfriend, your boyfriend, I don't know. Somebody plans on coming back, okay? Somebody plans on coming around. Also, this is a situation where somebody plans on coming back. Somebody also plans on coming back to clean up some type of evidence or whatever this is. So, if you know that you were involved with some fuck shit with somebody else, and you've been getting the vibe that this person is getting ready to turn on you, or this person is whatever, take heed to that. Kindly, somebody is a male prostitute out here, okay? Somebody is also trying to dig dirt on you as well, a marriage, or you could be married, or a marriage is significant. I did say somebody wants to get a divorce, or somebody is about to get a divorce. Somebody is leaving somebody for their side. We have Capricorn again, so somebody could be a Capricorn. There's some type of work romance going on. There's some type of baby mama drama as well. The month of April could be significant, or that could be somebody's name. Somebody named April could be significant as well. Somebody is dealing with a little black boy. I did say that, like some little black boy dramas going on. Also, somebody is a pedophile. Somebody likes to deal with like young girls, young boys, 12 to 18. So maybe not as young as 12, but definitely not 18 years old. A Sagittarius could be significant. Somebody could be brown skin. I did say that. You could be dealing with an older woman between the ages of 50 to 80 years old. They are lying either to someone. So somebody is lying to someone else about who you are to them, or about whether or not they're still dealing with you. I did say somebody is a player out here. Somebody is tricking on you, or does plan on tricking on you. So congratulations, I guess. Somebody, this came out in reverse, but I haven't really been reading reversals. Also, that Capricorn came out in reverse. So somebody could be saying that they are not bisexual, or they're not gay. They could be trying to convince you of that. Also, with the works in 95, this could be, again, a work romance. So this could be somebody that you work with, or somebody could be lying and saying that they are at work, or your job could be significant. Also, this came in reverse. This could also be a situation where somebody is not at work, or somebody will be losing their job. We have baby boy in the reverse as well. Somebody could be finding out that a baby is not theirs, or somebody could be getting some type of news that they do have a little boy that's theirs. I did say that before, that somebody was getting some news from the court that a child was theirs. The color white could be significant, or somebody could be white, or I don't know, somebody could be, trying to, like I said, stir the pot. We have March. The month of March could be significant. Also, somebody could be, well, not somebody could be, I've been saying this the whole read. Somebody is an undercover snitch, and you're going to find out who this is. Also, you've blocked someone, or somebody is blocked from you. They do feel blocked from you, or you do need to block someone, but I'm thinking that you did block someone already. Somebody is heartbroken over you. Why? Because you blocked them. Now, if you have blocked somebody, you need to keep this person blocked, okay? Because whomever is going to try to come back around and cry you a river and everything, they've not changed. It's something that they need from you. Remember, I did say that there's somebody out here dealing with a woman because perhaps she's their boss, or she has some type of money. Something significant is going to happen within the next 12 to 24 hours. Spring could be significant as well. Something could have happened in the spring, and perhaps it's culminating right now, or something is happening right now, and the results or the information is not going to come out until the following spring. Somebody is not over their ex, okay? So, the person that you're dealing with is not over somebody else. Somebody had you in a third-party situation. Last month was significant, so that would be what? Well, technically, today is August 1st, so July. Somebody's father could be significant as well, or again, you could be finding out that you are the father of a baby boy. It's your baby. I can't make this up. It's your baby. And then finally, a baby girl also could be significant. Okay, so I don't know. Congratulations. Somebody could be having twins. Hold on. All right, I'm not going to do the thank on your box because I'm going to do the individual readings tomorrow. Well, I'm going to start off with the individual readings, starting with Sagittarius, because I did not do Sagittarius for the month of July. And then we're going to go from there. Now, what I do at the end of all of my readings is that if somebody wants to ask me a quick, yes or no general question, I will, answer it or do my best to answer it. This is something that I offer at the end of all of my readings and everything, in case there's something that people really want to, have issue with or whatever. If you do, ask a question, make it general. Obviously, you don't want to put your business on YouTube and everything. You said it's dark, you can't see me. Oh, free world, I'm sorry. You said turn on my lights. I really have to reposition my camera, but if anybody wants to ask a question really fast, yes or no, ask me, and I will do my best to answer you. All right. So I'm gonna wait for like a minute and see if anybody takes me up on the offer. If not, I bought myself a way overpriced dinner, but I am a foodie, so I don't mind spending money on food. I love good food and good wine. And so I have mussels in a Pernod cream sauce over French fries and crostini. So I'm getting ready to dig in. All right, no takers. All right, well, anyway, make sure to tune in tomorrow. I will start the individual astrological sign reads. And until the next time, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope it resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. And deuces. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.